Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins.
Set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 37-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Crazy.
Williams coming in motion right. This is Henderson on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this one's kicked up towards the clouds. Wow! The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Willis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
65. Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19. 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roberts delayed has it. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly... hope for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
One after he's good by Borregales. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Go, Rig. Go. Steady.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Stephanie.
Throwing on first down, Willis. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Finds his back, Achane. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 70. 20.
Here's Willis to the air. He's got it at the 6. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins cut to a lower point on the scoreboard. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here comes Williams on the return. He's going well so far. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Sticking with Henderson. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And again, 10-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's good.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one. They bring Dobbs in motion left.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's the pistol snap to May. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Running back motions right. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. May throwing for it. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. So the defense holds, and that is our final highlight of the 1st quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Let go.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Second down carry for Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He has the first over the middle. And he's out the clear. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now Willis leading his offense up to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Hawk
two-point
70, Hawk
conversion.
70. Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's May. Will get it completed to Travion Henderson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
This one to Williams out left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, New England.
1st and 10 from the 43. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. To the air on first down, May. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Henderson here from the gun. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Willis. Complete right side to Washington. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
To throw, here's Willis. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready up. 60, ready? Ready?
Here's Willis. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins blow their lead just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback. The first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On the gun, it's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it.
That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 15. First down, Patriots.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Defense showing blitz here. May. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing again. It's May. Has his man. It stops. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated just like the quarterback.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19. Get up.
Here's A-Chain at the middle. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Willis looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Pass the 6. 3. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing is Willis. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Travion Henderson. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's tackled for no gain. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. That's your man, that's your man.
Achane again on second. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Willis now, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red. Cougar 19.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Willis to the air. Caught. This is Greg Dulcich. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's made in the air. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Design run here for me. This is ahead for about 5. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Connecting on the slant. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give them 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down. Zane on the ground here with Henderson. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They now on third down. Pass it in close. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down to the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start, here comes 2nd and 7. Running it after the penalty. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
We'll drop this to Henderson underneath. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Thrown on first down, Willis. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're on him right away with that tackle. Stop comes at the 26-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Completed to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
With Achane here out of the gun. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Patriots make the play that should win them this game.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They give down to Henderson. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. Henderson on the dump off. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And they could elect to just take the safety here. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds his back. Achane. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Ready?
Back to throw. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. Oh, he lost the football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19 Lions. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw it. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Patriots 24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Crazy. Double touch. Wait. Five.
Now to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.